Morning, welcome to Colin's Reading Aloud Project Part 171, another 9 minutes or so on M words, all of them beginning with micro in fact. Micro, microaerophile, microaerophiles, microaerophilic, microampere, microamperes, microanalyses, microanalysis, microanalyst, microanalysts, microanalytic, microanalytical, microanatomical, microanatomies, microanatomy, microarray, microarrays, microbalance, microbalances, microbar, microbarograph, microbarographs, microbars, microbe, microbeam, microbeams, microbes, microbial, microbian, microbic, microbiologic, microbiological, microbiologies, microbiologist, microbiologists, microbiology, microbiome, microbiomes, microbiota, microblog, microblogger, microbloggers, microblogging, microbloggings, microblogs, microbrew, microbrewer, microbreweries, microbrewers, microbrewery, microbrewing, microbrewings, microbrews, microbubbles, microburst, microbursts, microbus, microbuses, microbuses, microcap, microcapsule, microcapsules, microcar, microcard, microcards, microcars, microcassette, microcassettes, microcelebrity, microcephal, microcephalic, microcephalics, microcephalies, microcephalus, microcephals, microcephaly, microchemical, microchemistry, microchip, microchipped, microchipping, microchips, microcircuit, microcircuitry, microcircuits, microclimate, microclimates, microclimatic, microcline, microclines, microcockle, micrococci, micrococcus, microcode, microcodes, microcomponent, microcomponents, microcomputer, microcomputers, microcomputing, microcomputings, microcopied, microcopies, microcopy, microcopying, microcopyings, microcosm, microcosmic, microcosmical, microcosmically, microcosmos, microcosmoses, microcosms, microcrack, microcracked, microcracking, microcrackings, microcracks, microcrystal, microcrystals, microcultural, microculture, microcultures, microcurie, microcuries, microsite, microsites, microcytic, microdetection, microdetections, microdetector, microdetectors, microdissection, microdont, microdontus, microdot, microdots, microdrive, microdrives, microdrone, microdrones, microearthquake, microeconomic, microeconomics, microelectrode, microelectrodes, microelectronic, microelement, microelements, microevolution, microevolutions, microfarad, microfarads, microfauna, microfaunae, microfaunal, microfaunas, microfelsitic, microfiber, microfibers, microfiber, microfibers, microfibril, microfibrillar, microfibrils, microfiche, microfiches, microfilament, microfilaments, microfilaria, microfilariae, microfilarial, microfiling, microfilings, microfilm, microfilmable, microfilmed, microfilmer, microfilmers, microfilming, microfilms, microfilter, microfilters, microfloppies, microfloppy, microflora, microflori, microfloral, microfloras, microform, microforms, microfossil, microfossils, microfungi, microfungus, microgamete, microgametes, microgametocyte, microgeneration, microglia, microglias, microgram, micrograms, microgranite, microgranites, microgranitic, micrograph, micrograft, micrographer, micrographers, micrographic, micrographics, micrographies, micrographing, micrographs, micrography, microgravities, microgravity, microgreens, microgroove, microgrooves, microhabitat, microhabitats, microme, micromes, microimage, microimages, microinch, microinches, microinject, microinjected, microinjecting, microinjection, microinjections, microinjects, microjet, microjets, microlight, microlighting, microlightings, microlights, microlight, microlighter, microlighters, microliter, microliters, microlights, microlith, microlithic, microliths, microlytic, microliter, microliters, microloan, microloans, micrologic, micrological, micrologically, micrologies, micrologist, micrologists, micrology, microluces, microlux, microluxes, micromanage, micromanaged, micromanagement, micromanager, micromanagers, micromanages, micromanaging, micromarketing, micromarketings, micromere, micromeres, micromesh, micromeshes, micrometeorite, micrometeorites, micrometeor, micrometeoritic, micrometeoroid, micrometeoroids, micrometer, micrometers, micromethod, micromethods, micrometer, micrometers, micrometric, micrometrical, micrometries, micrometry, micromo, micromos, micromicrocurie, microfarad, micromillimeter, micromini, microminiature, microminis, micromolar, micromole, micromoles, micromorphology, micromort, micromorts, micron, micronation, micronations, microneedle, microneedles, micronization, micronizations, micronize, micronized, micronizes, micronizing, micronization, micronizations, micronize, micronized, micronizes, micronizing, microns, micronuclei, micronucleus, micronucleuses, micronutrient, micronutrients, microorganism, microorganisms, microparasite, microparasites, microparasitic, microparticle, microparticles, micropayment, micropayments, micropegmatite, micropegmatites, micropegmatitic, microphage, microphages, microphagus, microphone, microphones, microphonic, microphonics, microphotograph, microphotometer, microphotometry, microphil, microphilus, microphils, microphysical, microphysically, microphysicist, microphysicists, microphysics, microphyte, microphytes, microphytic, micropipette, micropipettes, micropipette, micropipettes, microplankton, microplanktons, micropolis, micropolises, micropore, micropores, microporosities, microporosity, microporous, micropower, micropowers, microprint, microprinted, microprinting, microprintings, microprints, microprism, microprisms, microprobe, microprobes, microprocessing, microprocessor, microprocessors, microprogram, microprograms, microprojection, microprojector, microprojectors, micropsia, micropsias, micropterus, micropublisher, micropublishers, micropublishing, micropulsation, micropulsations, micropump, micropumps, micropuncture, micropunctures, micropilar, micropile, micropiles, micropyrometer, micropyrometers, microquake, microquakes, microradiograph, microreader, microreaders, micros, microsatellite, microsatellites, microscale, microscales, microscope, microscopes, microscopic, microscopical, microscopically, microscopies, microscopist, microscopists, microscopy, microsecond, microseconds, microsesma, microseism, microseismic, microseismical, microseismicity, microseisms, microsite, microsites, microskirt, microskirts, microsleep, microsleeps, microspatic, microsomal, microsome, microsomes, microspecies, microsphere, microspheres, microspherical, microsporangia, microsporangium, microspore, microspores, microsporic, microsporocyte, microsporocytes, microsporophil, microsporus, microstate, microstates, microstomatus, microstomus, microstructural, microstructures, microstructure, microstructures, microsurgeon, microsurgeons, microsurgery, microsurgeries, microsurgery, microsurgical, microswitch, microswitches, microtechnic, microtechnics, microtechnique, microtechniques, microtechnology, microtome, microtomes, microtomic, microtomical, microtomies, microtomist, microtomists, microtomy, microtonal, microtonalities, microtonality, microtonally, microtone, microtones, microtubular, microtubule, microtubules, microtunneling, microvascular, microvillar, microvilli, microvillus, microvillus, microvolt, microvolts, microwatt, microwatts, microwavable, microwave, microwavable, microwaved, microwaves, microwaving, microwire, microwires, microworld, microworlds, microwriter, microwriters. We'll stop there and carry on next time.